Introducing first from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 230 pounds, Dave Steen! And his opponent, from the peak of good living, Apex, North Carolina, weighing in at 229 pounds, the VPW Outbreak Champion, the Prince of Sports Entertainment, Drew.
They're saying boo, not Drew. Do it again.
The Prince of Sports Entertainment, Drew.
Understand why they are saying boo and not Drew, because the greatest Outbreak champion is in the ring right now, Drew Adler.
It's Drew Hood, and the greatest Outbreak champion I'm not so sure of, but he is the current Outbreak champion. But he has got a little bit of a tall task ahead of him against Dave Stage, the Davenport, Iowa native. Who we really don't know much about. He has been involved in some controversies here over the past couple of shows here at Iowa Pro. But the winner of this match goes on to the second round of tonight's Garden City Classic against second-generation superstar Brock Anderson. So looking ahead to that, I mean, that right there is already, wow, you're already behind the eight ball, in my opinion, but it's still a good opportunity to move to the next round.
Forgive me, it is Drew Hood. I had a long night. Don't want to talk about it, but it had a lot to do with drinking, which I do not condone, but it was a party, so forgive me. But you are absolutely right. Tall task indeed with Brock Anderson waiting in the wings for whoever wins this match. But let me just say, Dave Stage, don't know much about him, but absolutely this dude is a powerhouse, and Drew Hood's gonna have a lot to dealing with this guy.
Well, and again, it was kind of the same thing in the first match. The TFO's fingerprints are all over this match as well, because you've got Drew Hood, who is a known stableman of the TFO, who right now, the number one contender for his championship, his fellow stablemate, Rayhan Anteas. So how could that not be playing in the back of your mind, knowing that one of your best friends, quote unquote, could be gunning for your championship?
Because plain and simple, I've told you this before, and I'm sticking by this. This is nothing more than an insurance policy to make sure that the Outbreak Championship stays around the waist of Hood. Plain and simple, no questions asked. And if you ask them, I'm going to just deny it.
Well, right now, the insurance policy for Drew Hood may be expiring a little bit within the ring with Dave Stage, who is holding him like a rag doll right now. Just look at the raw power of Dave Stage, but Drew Hood trying his best to fight out of it.
Yeah. Oh, and stepping on the toes, which I've never understood why people wrestle barefoot in a wrestling ring, but Drew Hood took advantage of it, clothesline to the back of the head, and he is in control right now.
And he's got Josh Hancock, who is still, we learned earlier tonight, still has ownership in Iowa Pro Wrestling. So that's got to make, I know you, Chris Main, feel a little bit better. Has to.
It makes me feel a little bit better, but again, Lodi sticking his nose in business he's not supposed to still ticks me off a little.
Well, this is a first round match in the Garden City Classic, where the winner of this tournament will go on to be the number one contender for the VPW heavyweight title, and they will challenge for that championship the winner of tonight's main event, at the anniversary show for Viral Pro Wrestling Infection. So a lot of high stakes match in this whole night.
And Drew's doing the right thing, trying to wear down Dave's Stage. But you see Stage is powering out, using his strength to get out of the hole Drew Hood had him in. But Drew setting up perfectly with that knee. Man, that was amazing. Followed up by, oh man.
Oh, had a little bit of an issue trying to get him up. I mean, Dave Stage is what, 250, 260 of nothing but just pure muscle. Not a lot of extra, but just muscle and mass on the part of Dave Stage. Just a brute force. But Drew Hood, you got to give him his just due. He has been a crafty champion for the Outbreak title, to be able to hold that belt, to be able to hold that title rather. The belt is what you hold your pants up with. Good grief! I had a party night too, apparently.
Well, here's the thing though, man. These tournaments, you take a lot of wear and tear, and we could already be seeing some of that wear and tear show in Drew Hood. I mean, it is grueling going through a one-night tournament, and this Garden City Classic is exactly that, a grueling test to see who is the absolute best in Georgia wrestling right now.
Well, you've been in your fair share of tournaments. I've seen you compete in tournaments. You know what it takes and what has to be done to be able to not only get from one match to the other, but to be able to sustain stamina and strength if you advance. It's a survive and advance mentality. That's got to be hard on a competitor.
Indeed, but you see, Dave Stage is not the typical competitor because he is just taking these shots and it's not even phasing him. Well, just a little bit, but Drew takes advantage, gets the boot to the stomach, and he's trying to get Stage up, but Stage is not having it.
It's like trying to move a tree trunk. He's trying to jump up. Oh, and all that power right into the lower back of Drew Hood. You know that had to smart just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Hey, man, taking a nasty suplex like that from a strong individual like Stage, it could be absolutely devastating to your lower back. Oh, nasty forearm by Stage right there. Man, that might have rocked it.
It looks like Drew might be, that might have hurt his feelings a little bit, not just his jaw.
I'm sure he's more worried about his jaw and probably his forehead right now after that turnbuckle to the face.
Again, the winner of this will go on to face Brock Anderson in round 2. AEW superstar, second generation superstar to Hall of Famer Arn Anderson. Just a wow. That still got me floored that you win this match and you go to that. That's your prize for surviving.
And right now, Drew Hood is having a hard time surviving Dave Stage right now. Look at the absolute strength of Dave Stage, and this is not good for Drew Hood. For any of these guys, the thing you asked me earlier about being in tournaments, you have to get out of it with as little damage as possible. And it looks like Stage is taking it to Drew Hood right now with a 2 count. Drew's barely kicked out at that point. He needs to regroup and get out of here as fast as possible. Stage 2 as well.
He held him up for a legit 10 seconds. All that blood flow to the head, to the top of the cranium, and then just all of that force. That's just about take the life out of Drew Hood. Look, he's almost limp. He's having a hard time even being able to get his footing.
Man, and whoever survives this match is going to have a hard time, in general, getting to the second round and absolutely being able to sustain being in this tournament. But with Brock Anderson being in the wings, I don't know how that's going to happen.
Dave Stage has some evil intentions for Drew Hood. This can't be good. I don't think it's good. Oh my gosh.
Nice fall-away slam by Dave Stage, but Drew Hood did exactly what he needed to do. He realized he was near the ropes. He got out of dodge as fast as he could. He can regroup, but Hancock's trying to get him back in the ring. He needs to give him a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather so he can get himself together, try to regroup and get out of here.
I think pushing his champion back into the ring after that vicious maneuver might be a little bit ill-advised.
Oh, my God.
He hit You gotta be kidding me.
That was brilliant. And,
God.
oh, nice DDT. 1, 2, 3.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Hey, you can't hold down greatness. You can't hold back Drew Hood.
Well, he advances to the second round. We're going to see if Lightning can strike twice. Congratulations to Drew Hood.
Congratulations indeed. Do not boo this man. Just call him Drew.